What's up, guys? So I'm gonna make a public service announcement for you guys. Do not have your wives subscribe to our channel. The reason I say that is this gentleman came in to see us because he had seen some of our videos and he wanted to get some Aspira, some AF10s put on his Model Y. He has a 2023 Performance. It's sitting right behind me, just like mine. And he really wanted to kind of emulate what I had done on mine, my chunky, meaty setup, but in a 19-inch fitment versus my 18-inch fitment. So he came in, looked at the wheels in person, decided on the brushed titanium finish, Falcon 460 all-season tires, 255 50/19, so it's that slightly taller tire diameter, just for that extra cushion, that chunky look. Did that, and then he was like, Rishi, I'm kind of looking at suspension options too. And I was like, you know, Aaron, we usually charge for this, but since you're already getting the wheels, why don't you hop in my Model Y? I'll take you for a ride real quick down the street, and you see how you like it. So he jumped in my Model Y, and I literally just drove out of our driveway and went onto the street, and there's just, you know, a little decline and incline, and immediately right there, that's usually that kind of sells the product right there. And then we went into another parking lot with some sewage manhole covers and dips and all these things, and lo and behold, we're here now, and he got sucked into the gold standard. He got himself some Ohlins comfort tuned ZEVspec coilovers along with some MVP black camber arms. We're doing his whole bushing upgrade, so he's got the MVP lower control and bearings, our ZEV poly bushings, and he's obviously gonna get some Aspira wheel locks and some Aspira spline drive lug nuts for his wheels. So we're gonna go ahead and get these things on the car. We've already set up the dampers. I've already pre-installed these things with upper mounts. We'll just do a quick core swap. These are like brand new upper mounts, so we kind of do these things to make things a little bit more efficient for us when we go to install. Now, before you guys ever do your installs, if you're doing a DIY or even shops, at least it's what I would recommend, get your yardstick or your tape measure, whatever. I always like to get before measurements on every single vehicle we do, and we chart everything. We basically create a birth certificate for every single vehicle before and after. And that way, when the client, whether they're near or far, after the suspension settles, they can measure themselves if there's been a change in ride height because they have the data that we've provided to them to determine whether or not they need to adjust the height to their desired liking, or at the very least get a follow-up alignment done to preserve your tires for the long term. So I've already taken the measurements, I put them on the board, but again, I do 2 measurements just to make things faster for us, but I'll measure from the center of the hub to the fender, and then I'll measure ground to fender. Now that ground to fender measurement won't really apply once we put these wheels on it because the tire diameter is different, and that's why I say hub to fender is always the best place to measure. All right, guys, so let's get these parts on the car and let's get cracking. All right, guys, so I've got Aaron in his Model Y that we just finished up. It's a 2023 Model Y Performance. We've got the Ohlins comforts on it, along with the 19-inch Aspira Forged AF10s. And I thought I'd get Aaron in his Model Y. He already drove it for a day, so we finished his car up yesterday. So he's already driven it, and he lives a little bit far. He lives up by Mountain House Tracy area, so it's probably a good, what, 50 miles each way or something? 45, 50 miles?
Yeah, about.
So he's probably put at least 100 miles on the vehicle. Came back today so we could retorque his lug nuts, and I thought it'd be the perfect time for us to go for a little ride together so I could hear some feedback from him. Now, Aaron's Y I set up with 20 clicks open, so it's softest in the front, but I set him up 2 clicks stiffer in the back, which is kind of what I do on my own Model Y. But yeah, Aaron, tell me your initial thoughts. I know going home you had your 21-inch Uber turbines in the vehicle, so you probably couldn't feel what it truly is like, because that's like a 300 pounds of weight in the back. But today, when you drove to work,
Yeah, when I'm driving to work today, it was phenomenal. As soon as I unload those Uber turbines, whew, man, I drove past Altamont Pass, and I was actually looking for all the imperfections of the road, trying to stress it, and it's kush like what
super soft.
Rishi said. You can hear it, but you can feel it. And then what I really like about the upgrade was the handling. Actually, it's pretty sharp. It's pretty responsive.
Yeah, and you did get the upgraded bushings and bearings too, so that's definitely going to improve the steering response and the preciseness of it. But kind of when we were talking before, you were mentioning that it was, I guess, on Altamont Pass or whatever, when you had your original stock setup with the 21s, that you would always avoid those imperfections in the road.
Yeah.
And then what you were doing now with the new suspension is you're actually looking for the imperfections so that you could drive over them and see what happened. And then you mentioned to me that it not only felt more comfortable, but the vehicle felt more stable as well. Is that what you were saying? So so with the factory suspension, what would happen? You'd like go into a corner or something, and would it feel like the car wanted to kind of hop around?
Right.
Or and then now it just feels like much more planted?
Oh yeah. It's like, it feels like I'm in a cloud, actually. Like the car is, it's grounded, but for me, like, I don't feel the stress of the road.
That's great. And you've got almost 34,000 miles on this now. So you're mentioning to me that you were considering getting a Juniper, and you just saw Roger's Juniper that we just finished up
really
today,
nice,
this morning. And then what happened? You said you got a trade-in value or something on it?
Yeah, I think I got a 24K. They offer 24K.
$24,000 on a 2023 Model Y performance with like 30-ish thousand miles.
Yeah.
And so when you heard that, I bet your heart sank, and you're like, well, screw that, I can't do it. Do you still have payments on this thing?
Oh yeah.
So that have put you underwater?
Oh yeah.
So we're all stuck. That's the biggest problem. So in lieu of going in debt and getting a Juniper, your thought was what? To just throw some more money at this thing and make it more comfortable so you'd keep it?
Yeah, go for the top dog.
Top shelf, dude. Nice. So what we did was got rid of the bricks, the 21s, got rid of the factory suspension, so put the 19-inch AF10s on it, went with a slightly taller tire. We kept your factory ride height, actually, so we wanted to do that. And then the ZEV Öhlins comforts. So yeah, see all these kind of imperfections and stuff with the factory wheels and suspension. Is it just like way rougher? Because I can't remember. It's been too long for me.
It's much smoother, I would say.
It's a much smoother.
Yeah.
Okay. I know on the highway, when you hit big dips on the highway,
I couldn't feel that one.
Yeah, that must be way different, because the factory suspension is when you hit a big dip, it's like it punches you in the gut.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would hit the big dip, and then I was like, ugh.
Right. Yep. I remember when I first got my Model Y, we were on the freeway with the kids in the backseat. You could literally see the kids kind of hop out of their seats. You hit these big dips. And then on my Model 3 Performance, my first one, when I took that one at the light, you'll make it right. My first Model 3 Performance, That was really unsettling because on the highway, when I would hit a big dip, it felt like the thing wanted to jump lanes. That was really, really scary. So good. So you're happy? You're keeping your car? You don't feel like you need to sell it now?
I feel like I'm gonna keep it forever now.
That's great.
The turning is, I love the turning from this car now. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, those bushings and bearings, the steering response is so much better. And then the damping, this road's really, really rough. This is one of my testing grounds too. So there's like a lot of bad pavement here, a lot of patchwork. So if you took this with the factory suspension, it'd probably be super bad, and coming to a stop sign. No, go straight, yeah. So were you able to take any corners or on-ramps or off-ramps or anything like that?
Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I always take Highway 84 going home.
Okay.
And at night, right? And there's this right lane wherein there's an uneven pavement, wherein they connected the pavement, and then it's like the pavement on the front is higher than the where you're coming from.
Okay.
And then on my OEMs, I would always feel that it's really, really rough. Like I would always like, you know, like,
right. We'll bleep that out.
It's that bad. And yesterday I tried it, even with my Uber turbines.
Oh, all the weight in the back?
It didn't like hit, like, you know, there's hard. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It didn't bottom out or anything. It's good, super good.
Yeah, and that's what's really neat is with this suspension, just keep going. It'll follow this road all the way till it stops. This is a nice kind of curvy road through the neighborhoods.
Nice.
With the Öhlins, you can't really feel the bottom of the shocks because the bump stops and the valving's so good that it's like that analogy I was telling you. It's like squeezing a memory foam pillow and then it slowly releases and dissipates that energy.
Right.
So you don't feel this huge impact like with the factory suspension, and then it like progressively releases it, so you don't feel this like oscillation, this sudden like harsh hit, and then it like bounces you back. So yeah, and then you can just, the steering, you can just kind of go through all of this, and it just soaks up all the bumps when you're in the corner. Like this one, it's just amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where you don't typically think that you can have something that's super comfortable but also handles really, really well.
Yeah, that was a surprise to me. It's like a huge bonus. I was like turning, and it's, I don't know, I can't really explain it, but it's a huge upgrade from the OEMs.
Yep. Yeah, dude. So smooth. I mean, these roads are really bad. They're like, the pavement is so broken.
But yeah, man, I'm so happy.
It just feels so good. Yeah. Yeah, this is all busted up right here too.
Yep, nothing.
And the faster you go, the smoother it gets too.
Yeah,
like the faster
I
you go
noticed
over,
that.
yeah, it's really cool.
It just goes through like.
Yeah, you don't even feel it. It just floats right over it all. All right, guys, another ZEVspec Model Y is on the books. This one's all done. Let's recap what he's got. He's got the Ohlins ZEV comforts. He's got the Mountain Pass rear camber arm, the front load control and bearings, our poly bushing. He has gone with the 19 9.5 brushed titanium Aspira Forged AF10s with the Falcon 460 All Seasons 255/50/19 tires. We've done his alignment. I've already test driven it, but I already know what it's going to ride like because I do so many of these. It rides amazing. Baby on board, you can see that he did this for his child to make sure that that back seat is nice and comfortable. And as you can see, look at our AF10 collection. There's my Model Y right there. Got 18x9 satin graphites on the Öhlins comforts. We've got Tim's Model 3 over here on 18x9 brushed titaniums. Got the whole collection right here. There's Tim's kind of daily driver setup. Today he averaged 212 watt-hours per mile with those things, man. That was insane. And then you got my 19 10.5 satin graphite AF10s on my brand new Model 3 Performance. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notifications bell so you guys are informed of all our future videos. And if you guys are interested in any of these products, we'll put links in the description below of everything that we put on this vehicle. And if you need any advice, hit us up, ZEVcentric@gmail.com, and we will do our best to help you out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.